Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today, this particular collection just doesn't like me. It's late by a week. I filmed the entire first sniffs video, went back to upload it, no sound. I was so incredibly exasperated in every way, shape, or form. So let's just dive right on into these bars. The second time around, I do have one improvement though from having to redo this because I can at least give you an update on a bar when I put it in the warmer. So let's just dive right on into the Disney Signature Treat scents that was supposed to be just a whole barrel of monkeys in the most wonderful place on earth and all that, and it's been mostly just exasperation and frustration for me. Anyway, we do have here the most beautiful bars, and 4 out of these 5 are very, very nice. The last one's a bit questionable, I will say. So let's just start with the Candy Apple Delight, which is going to be pecan sugar, a really nice sort of golden caramel, and the candied apple itself, which is green, slightly floral, more springy. So in the video that had no sound, I was very impressed with this. It's light, it's lovely. It's almost like you took caramel apple craze and made it more of a spring type scent. It's really lovely though. I think that I will be happy to melt this all year round, and when I want something that's sort of candy caramel apple, it's light enough that it won't just be a fall bar, and it's really, really nice. So you get the little bit of pecan, you get that nice, almost more like the sort of caramel that's in Caramel Vanilla Delight, just a nice light, sweet, syrupy caramel, and the apple in a nice balance. I like that scent. Now, the next one's going to be the Disney Mickey Mouse Cinnamon Bun Bash. I looked all over this house for either frosted cinnamon roll or sticky cinnamon bun. It must be out of both. I knew the one I didn't have in my club, but I do have sticky cinnamon bun. I couldn't find a bar of it. I really like this. This is interesting and different in comparison to other cinnamon roll type scents, where frosted cinnamon roll that we had a couple Septembers ago leans more caramel, very middle of the road confectionery, and then sticky cinnamon bun is your classic heavy hitting, really cinnamon forward bakery scent with a lot of vanilla drizzly icing. This one is neither of those, but it's really pretty. I really like this. So Scentsy just says, with our cute little descriptions on the back here, that this one is supposed to be sweet cinnamon, baked pastry dough, and vanilla glaze. And it is all of those things. But the cinnamon isn't like any other cinnamon that we've had exactly. It's not as soft as cinnamon vanilla. It's not as strong as sticky cinnamon bun. It doesn't have that extra caramely golden brownness that the frosted cinnamon rolls got. It's almost as though you combined some other spice with a cinnamon. Maybe a little teeny tiny bit of a fennel or an anise, not very much. It's not like licorice or anything, but there's some other undertone here that's really interesting. And the top is very pretty. You get more vanilla on the top, and it is bakery. It's confectionery and bakery and light and happy. Very, very nice scent. I'm very pleased with this, and I'm looking forward to melting this one. So now next, this is a really interesting bar, this Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight. I heard someone say it reminded them of Fairy Tale Pumpkin. The blueberry sure does. It's that fake blueberry muffin kit blueberry, which immediately makes you think of Fairy Tale Pumpkin from a few Octobers ago, but it's missing that wonderful licorice note that made that bar really intriguing. This has more red berries and other things along with the blueberry. It's kind of a middle of the road bar for me. I don't hate it. If I could throw in a cube of licorice, I'd get Fairy Tale Pumpkin and then I'd be geeked, but I don't have a licorice Scentsy bar. I know that there was one at one point, but anyway, I digress. I will warm this happily. It's just not at the top of my list. Now we get into the 2 that people were scared of. And since I already deliberated for a long time in the first version of this video, I did throw a couple cubes of Churros So Sweet into my warmer. I compared it to Churro Churro. Churro Churro is fluffy with vanilla. There's a sweetness to that scent that do not ever remove that one from your club. If you've got it, just keep Churro Churro in there. I think that's one of the nicest summertime bakery scents Scentsy's ever made. This guy, on the other hand, very odd. People have been saying things like pickles and jalapenos, and I understand where you're coming from. There is a strange note here that almost leans pickling spice. I sniffed and sniffed and sniffed this bar the first time around, And it is, there's just a weird thing on the bottom here. So I have it in the warmer, and it's not as concentrated, but it's sort of a nondescript scent. To me, this reminds me a little bit of Dark and Devious in that same weird sort of soupy, autumnal, nondescript thing. And I do not remember what the spice is that's in Dark and Devious, but there was some absinthe and some really deep, weird notes. And I get a different version, but kind of along the same lines of that with this bar, where it's just a little odd. Now in the warmer, not bad, but I don't think I'm gonna run out and get more of it. And it definitely doesn't smell like a churro. It just smells like slightly off spices with maybe an overworked vegetable oil and something else. Odd bar, probably not worth getting another one of. And then here's the other one that people were scared of. This is the Glazed Almond Dreams. And I did not find this bar to be offensive at all. Now, I have 2 sets of this. My other bar is a little more almondy, but I really do like this. This is gentle. Sometimes you gotta break the bars open. Yeah, and it's just got this pretty, to me, this is a pretty almond scent. I have to say my other bar is a little bit more on the toasty side. This is I don't know, this has the almond. I love almond, but not amaretto almond. I like a toasty roasted almond. I like an almond croissant almond. I like a bakery almond. This does lean more in that direction. Some people are saying nail polish. I am not getting nail polish. I'm getting something that I actually really like. And I think that I like, and just forgive my dogs, my husband is doing stuff in the back. This is good. They think that the lawnmower is absolutely going to kill Daddy, so they always go crazy when he's cutting the grass. This is nice. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this. I can see how if your nose is already sensitive to almond extract, that this could lean a little bit chemical. That is not happening to me. I'm just getting a really nice, somewhere in between a toasted almond and a light almond extract scent, not to a point where I dislike it at all. This may, depending on how it warms, may actually be a club bar for me. It's just a really pretty, atmospheric, toasted almond extract smell. Beautiful. So what Scentsy says about this is supposed to be sparkling cinnamon, warm almonds, and sweet sugar. I don't get any cinnamon. I mostly just get almond, and as I said once or twice, my other bar was a little toastier. It's amazing how even just the oil ratio off just a little bit batch to batch can change your perception of a scent. But this is good. I like this. So, in summary, Churros So Sweet is just plain weird. I don't find it to be like vile, but it's weird. And it does smell more like pickling spice to me than anything else. Kind of in the vein of white tea and cactus without the extra green notes. So why in the world does a churro bar smell like that? I don't know. Then we've got the Fruit and Hazelnut Delight, Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight. There's no waffle here. This is just mostly fruits with that little bit of hazelnut underneath to keep it interesting. And I bet it's the hazelnut combined with the fruits that's also kind of throwing me to a fairy tale pumpkin idea. Because it's just got this weird concoction of nutty and then all the fruit in a weird way. Like in the other bar that I keep referencing, and if you've never smelled fairy tale pumpkin, if you can just be 10 and stick your head in an orange jack-o'-lantern after trick-or-treating that's full of candy and then throw in a blueberry muffin, that is what that smells like. Yeah. There is something very reminiscent, very strong reminiscence there of those two, other than the anise. The Candy Apple Delight. This is pretty. Of all of them, I wonder if this is going to be the one that gets clubbed the most because it's just pretty. It's a pretty confectionery, sweet, light scent. And the little bit of pecan really does make this, to me, quite lovely. It's interesting. Very nice. And this Disney Mickey Mouse Cinnamon Bun Bash. This is good. This is good. Now, it doesn't really smell exactly like a cinnamon bun to me, but it smells like a good spice with the vanilla glaze bakery scent. Not specifically cinnamon roll. But good, very good. So how would I rank these? I think either the glazed almond dreams or the Disney Mickey Mouse cinnamon bun bash is my favorite. And I wish that I had the other set that I left on the table that I'd already opened, because I feel as though the almond bar in that one was slightly better. And of that set, I would rank the almond bar at the top. But in this one, it is not quite as strong, that nice nutty note. So these would probably be tied for first. I would say this one's definitely second. This one is, mediocre fourth. And this is a very questionable and distant fifth. So, yeah, I don't know. That is a weird bar. Go get yourself out the Dark and Devious bar and White Tea and Cactus if you have all three. Sniff them and let me know in the comments. Do you get any similarities? Because I do not have either of the other bars. I can't stand them. Does this remind you of either of those? Sure ain't no churro here. Anyway, this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. God bless. I hope this was helpful. I am the last person on the face of the earth on YouTube to get these bars, but at least I got it done, even after having a second attempt to film it. Have a great day. Let me know your thoughts on these bars, please. And whether you've clubbed any or this is a hard pass because you've heard so many weird reviews, whatever. I'd really love to read the comments on this. Now have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.